Okay. Oh, nice shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. All right, welcome to our April 16th, our first Tuesday meeting of the Sativa Cross board. Great.
It's confusing to me already.
I know. Well, at least we'll have Monday Night Football back.
Not for a while.
Yeah, that's true. September. So I have here. Okay, can we please have a moment of silence? Boy, it's been so long since we had a quorum. Can we please have a moment of silence for our friends and family who are still waiting? And that means smoke 'em if you got 'em, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hi, Wednesday.
Hi.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em for the moment of silence.
I'm at work. No smoking.
I left both of my dip devices at home, so I'm using my Peak Pro. That's all I have.
So darn. Have to use the Puffco. Darn it.
It's got a bad chamber. The chamber's not that good, so yeah, I need a new one. I've been broke lately, so I couldn't afford one, but now I can afford one. But I don't have time to get one. Hey, it's working. I'm good. I'm happy.
I do some amazing hash rosin.
Oh, rub it in.
Yeah, I do have some, but I'm not at home, so cannot smoke. I love my job. They really hooked up. My sister-in-law came in today, and she was buying weed for a fundraising basket. So she spent $300. They gave her 40% off, bringing it to $180, and then they gave her a bag full of cones, papers, swag, a rug, a weed journal, stickers, pins, so much good stuff.
How are you?
Our expenses for the Dover cleanup was $18 in fruit, $26 in water and chips, and it was a very successful day for Dover Cannabis Company and Sativa Cross. They had a lot of volunteers coming. About 20 bags of garbage, I think, because there was a couple of bags not with the other ones. I think we had 16 in front of us and 4. The council is very supportive. I have to mute you. The council is very supportive.
15.
They are letting us adopt an area. And what that means is I think we have to pay a small fee, but we can adopt an area, and they want us to adopt the view where all the beer bottles are, where they smash all the beer bottles and broken glass everywhere. So we're going to need to get either my battery or a generator up there with a vacuum to vacuum up the broken glass. And I think they're still going up there and drinking and smashing bottles. They put up no trespassing signs, so we can't go up there anymore. But the barachos that want to drink and smash beer bottles, they can still go up there all day. That's what they're doing. So now there's been no cleaning in a year. But what they want to do is give us that view, so that twice a year we adopt that area, and twice a year we are obligated to clean up that area, which is absolutely wonderful because it needs it. It's part of our mission statement, so we fully support this, and it's a wonderful outreach for people. I met a lot of cool people doing this.
You ought to get a trail cam.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we just need to put GoPros on people when they send them out. You get a gloves, picker, and a GoPro.
That's a great idea.
And a joint.
I mean, I imagine you could get quite a view of things from several GoPros doing different things in different spots. You know, it'd be pretty interesting.
And Wednesday, I have a question. If I mute you, can you unmute yourself?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, if it gets too noisy, I just mute people. That's all.
that's fine. I didn't take offense to it.
We weren't talking, so it's okay.
Yeah. No, somebody had walked in, you know, so it's like I gotta deal with them.
I wonder if Chris can see us. Auto HD is on, but I think Chris has his camera. It says device not connected, so I can't add him to the stage. But I guess he can see or hear us. I'm not sure.
Well, if he could, he would have said something.
Yeah. You could always chat. You can always hit us in the chat. You can't say anything.
Yeah, there you go.
He can.
Right on.
He's
I think Adam had a problem with StreamYard.
means.
You're very low. I can't really hear you.
I'm in the car. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he said it said that too. I was like, you're not even in the meeting. And then he's like, oh, it says I'm backstage. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I can't add him to the stream because it says his camera or his mic is not connected. It says you need to connect your mic and camera, Chris. Then I can add you. I don't know what that means. Adam had an issue with StreamYard because on his phone, he has a Galaxy, I guess. And when he gets a text or he gets another email or goes to answer something else, he can't leave. He gets thrown out of the room.
Correct. Same with me.
On your Galaxy?
Yes. The application, well, I guess if I downloaded the app, it would be different. I'm using StreamYard.com.
Is there an app that you can download?
I don't know. I thought that was the issue.
There's one for Mac.
Chris says he has a Galaxy too, and so yeah, it's fucking with his thing too.
Tell Chris to log off and log back. Oh, wait, he did do that, though. He got knocked off. Oh,
You want to sit on that? So I sit right on.
okay. I don't think there's anything I could do here.
I was able to step outside. We're dead as a doornail in here.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Green room. Access green room. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's Adam. Oh, I didn't see you. Adam, have you been there a while? I didn't see you down there.
I was coming and going because I heard you say, "Oh, there's an issue." So I would like try to go back one step, and then it would pull me out of the meeting because the stuff we were saying.
That's interesting. I can actually pull myself out of the meeting too on the computer, but it's just I can get back in. Okay. I think on a laptop, you don't have those problems on the laptop. We have to work this out. If this isn't going to work, we'll have to figure it out.
Well, why did we stop? Why did we stop using Zoom? Was there a fee or something?
This is same fee. It's there's more options for podcasting
Right.
on here. But if it's not going to work for everybody, we can figure something else out. I don't think we can cancel with that before the year's up. Oh wait, did we pay for the year? We might have paid for the year. Shit. Well, but that's all right. We'll just get another service. Doesn't matter. I had another one called Wirecast, which I like. Okay. Our total is $7.14. Honeybee's not here, so I wanted to talk to her about grant writing for the traffic light. There is a fund called Lavelle Fund for the Blind, and they have given millions of dollars out to organizations that are helping blind people. So we need somebody to do grant writing to Lavelle, and ask them for $350,000 for a talking traffic light.
Just one?
I'll start with one. Okay, how about two? Let's start with two, and then maybe we'll get one.
They're 350,000 each?
Yeah, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, some are 800,000. A talking traffic light for the blind could be significantly more.
That probably includes closing down the street so they can install it.
Yeah. Yes. 6 union guys to stand around and get paid.
Well, one doesn't work.
I totally support that, but it takes about 6 guys to get that job done, underground, digging up the street, and hooking everything together. Oh, Chris is here. There we go. In Bayonne, all the lights work together. And after a certain time, you can hit the button and the lights will change for you to walk across the street. I believe it's after 10 at night. But the talking traffic lights that I've seen are absolutely amazing. They tell you where you're at. They say you're on the northeast corner of 23rd Street, and you're facing the old folks building. It's pretty amazing how they done it. They did it. Like you get a whole paragraph. You don't just get a couple of words. You get a paragraph of information, and that's the best thing. A blind person needs all the information they can on that. It's awesome. I love it. I made a video about that little the first one in Bayonne on 23rd Street. A new business opened up. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to say the name, but there's a dispensary in North Jersey that does not have wheelchair access, and I'm wondering how that slipped through the cracks with all the attention put on these dispensaries to do certain things, like make sure they're unionized, make sure this, that, the other, safety. Why is ADA and patients again taking a back seat in dispensaries? I mean, this isn't a greenhouse. I've been talking about greenhouses for years. This is a dispensary. You can't get in the front door. And the lady said to me, "Oh, we'll come out to your car, or we'll come out to you."
That's not
so I want to
right.
go there in the pouring rain to prove a point. Go there in the pouring rain. No, I don't want to go there in the pouring rain and buy an $80 eighth. I don't. To prove a point, I don't.
Who do they think uses their handicap parking spaces? There's got to be some people that have wheelchair and need accessibility. They'll just, there's enough they can go somewhere else. Yeah. That's sort of like coulda, mighta, shoulda been a question on what kind of building are you in, and with all the questions that they obviously have about where this will all take place. You know, is it accessible? Certainly would have been a logical question.
Yeah, why was that question never even asked? If there's the CRC says they're patient friendly, that question was never asked.
Yeah, that's on them.
What?
Yeah, actually, you know, they're the ones that deserve the question, and they ask for questions once a month. That's a good one.
I mean, I don't want to call this dispensary out because I'm trying to see if they'll work with us, but they're telling me here. I'll tell you what they said to me. Tell you what they said, exact words to me.
They pretty much said F you, Lefty.
Well, in a nice way. Very nice about it.
No wheelchairs allowed around here.
Very nice about it, though.
FU is the nice way to say fuck you.
You can't get your weed here.
Oh, no.
There's a song.
Hi, Edward. Thanks for reaching out. We cater to wheelchair clients by doing curbside pickup. The building is over 100 years old and exempt from ADA compliance. Even with a ramp, wheelchairs aren't accessible through the space. We have the ability to bring a digital menu to your car or the sidewalk in the rain or snow or sleet and heat. That was me. We have the ability to bring a digital menu to your car, place the order, and bring purchases to your car. All they have to do is call the dispensary, and a team member comes to their car, and we also give 10% off disabled customers. Thank you for thinking of me. Appreciate it. So she refused the help of a ramp. I offered to donate a ramp. She refused it in the nicest way possible. That was really good.
Was that to say that there would be further impediments inside, like maybe 2 foot 10 inch doors instead of 3, or 2 foot 8,
The angle would be too much for the ramp. But here's my lawyer brain question: is assuming that the things that they're saying are true. The more important one is the ADA exemption for the building. So then the question is, should it be a requirement for the CRC that you must have a building, like that would work, so that such that a person, an entity like this would not have been able to use this location for their business because it was not able to be wheelchair accessible?
That should be part of the deal right from the beginning. If you're going to have
Yeah.
a dispensary, it has to be accessible. So if there's one that can't be accessible, don't use that. You do what other people do. You know, it's not. I think that's on the CRC.
Totally.
It has to be on the CRC because there's really nothing that again, assuming that what they're saying is correct, the 2 points that would prevent them. There's nothing they could do. So really, if the space wouldn't allow, like it's an old building, like you were saying, maybe the door widths are not ideal,
That happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So really, it doesn't there is nothing to be gained by trying to hold this company to blame or at fault, right?
CRC, except for I would like to know. I would assume this is a building that somebody already owned and decided, well, I have the building in that case, but if they were to purchase a building or lease, I guess you have to own it. So if you were to purchase it, that don't buy one that can't be accessible. Don't use that building. But if they already had it, I mean, I'm trying to understand without it being personal. It's hard sometimes. But, that would go a long way into somebody even being able to open a dispensary if they already had a building and, well, we're not using it for this. We could use it for a dispensary and doesn't meet the requirements. Well, it met the requirements that they had to meet or they wouldn't have got their license. So, it's, I mean, at some point, even I understand, that it would be, you would have to close a business if you had to spend the money to make it accessible, and that's why things are grandfathered in, I assume. But Yeah, in this case, I'd like to, add 2 cents to that as well at a meeting. I mean, I usually have something else I'd like to ask, but I've been wanting to make sure I get to one.
Well, maybe one of the better political solution suggestions would be, I mean, I guess it's difficult to even come up with something that's one size fits all because every old building is different and exempt for different reasons.
Hmm.
Like, it may be a technicality where it's like, oh, it's this old, we just don't have to try, and that saves our bottom
Hmm.
line. Or it might be this building is old and does not retrofit like that. You'd have to tear down this whole section of, so I guess it's on a case by case basis. It would be difficult to even say to the CRC like, hey, look, if the government should spend this money to try to help, are there grants the government can middleman so that you can retrofit this entranceway or something like that? But like best case scenario.
Lefty, were you at the the White Horse Cafe in Philadelphia when Cheryl and I were storytellers there? Were
Yes.
you there then?
Yes.
Do you remember that building that it was in? It was like a brownstone with, steps and nowhere to put a ramp.
Yeah, about 4 steps to go in, right?
Yeah, it was probably about 5 or 6. It was up a good little bit, and they had 4 people that would carry Cheryl's wheelchair up, and I was okay with that. And but I did make them pay in my own way, because it was cold. We had to get a room nearby just so we had a staging area for Cheryl. I mean, not even to sleep in overnight. And then I walked over, and it was cold, so I had 2 Afghans on her because you can breathe through them, and she was dressed warmly. But I had 2 on, and we always had this joke. If you ever saw his old cartoon, Quick Draw McGraw, and he's a freaking horse, and he had a little burro, Bobble Louie, for his sidekick. And there was like this treasure chest looking thing on the back of a horse-drawn thing. They were going down, in the credits in the beginning, and the treasure chest would bounce up, and he turned around and go, "Say, Bobble Louie, you all right?" And the top of the thing would pop on Bobble Louie, go, "It's all right," So what happened is when we did that to check on Cheryl, I'd say, "Hey, Bobble Louie, you all right?" And I'd open it up, and she'd go, "Sore right." I mean, it was terrible. It was not, "It's all right," So I did that to them. Except for I only took the top one off. There's 2 Afghans. I said, "So, Bobble Louie, you all right?" No, I said, first I said, "Oh, let me introduce you to Cheryl Miller. Hey, Bobble Louie, you all right?" And I pulled it off. And I went, "Oh, crap, I forgot Cheryl." And I did it so realistically that I was looking for people to laugh. They looked horrified for a second. I mean, which made me look horrified. So it lasted a full. I mean, it doesn't sound like 2 seconds is a long time for that horror to be there, like I lost her. But it wouldn't have happened if they had accessibility.
Ableists don't get the dark humor. If you're, just
Yeah.
us disabled people really go dark and deep when it comes to our.
I had to use. It was really hot, and I had to get Cheryl medicine one day, and it was about little over a mile away, right down Route 37. But it was like 100 degrees out, and I didn't feel good, and the car wasn't working, and so I used her electric wheelchair, and she wasn't going anywhere. And I never noticed how many people look away, because I was on the side going facing cars, because I'm off the side of the road. I want to see what's going on, which is the right way to do it. And all I saw was people looking away suddenly, like when they'd see me look up at them, they'd look away. And it's like, so they all, I don't know. Then, I got there and I popped up and went in to get her medicine. And there was nobody there then. But then there was somebody there in a car, I guess, waiting for somebody when I came out. And I come walking out the medicine, and it was a Tom's River, a surgical supply on Route 37, so they have surgical equipment. The wheelchair's out there, and hopped into it and started driving away, and the guy freaked out. You know, hey, come back here, come back! And I started stealing a wheelchair. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I digress. Sorry, it's pretty good smoke. I'm getting in a special frame of mind. Boy, look how red your face got.
Oh, that was a good one. I got the dab sweats now.
Remember we were looking for the dabs at the cleanup that I said I brought?
Yeah.
They were in the glove department of the U-Haul.
Oh,
I put my wallet and shit in there, and I put the dabs in there. Took everything out of my pockets, like before I got out of the car, and that's one of the things I put in there. I knew I fucking brought them. I was going nuts trying to find them.
Well, did it end up in the U-Haul back at the
No,
U-Haul?
I got it.
Oh,
it
okay.
before I left.
Thought there'd be some happy U-Haul. Yeah, clean that truck up, would you? Holy
Yeah.
crap! I used to rent from All Star to go with Cheryl wherever we went somewhere. All Star car rental. They gave me a really good deal, and they really loved me because I would always leave them something in the console, you know, to clean up because they smoke pot. And one time I came back and I had a whole bunch of cookies in there. It was really cool. It was like a flock of pigeons coming out to the car. They're ready to clean that up, you know. So I did. First time I did it accidentally, and that's how I found out they smoked. And then I always did it. But U-Haul, oh, no, you don't want to leave that there.
Second, we had the brochures made in Spanish, which we were handing out. Our old business is, we were talking about a few things. An art show. We're talking about Lake and Bake. I have to talk to John about the raffle license. But that's going to happen now because he's done with taxes, so now I can deal with him. And we need to talk to Chris about promoting Cannabis Patient Awareness Day, which we need to start working on. Cannabis Patient Awareness Day, as you know, we're taking back 710 for the patients before it becomes another stoner holiday, which, you know, 420 is a stoner holiday.
Yeah.
So 710 is oil, and that's for the patients, and that's where we need to create a lot of awareness and advocacy about oil, FECO oil, and RSO, fully extract cannabis oil, which a lot of people have been talking with me about it lately because people can't get the oil. And when you can get it, people don't want to get stoned. So I'm wondering if you take a cannabis suppository and only a suppository, will you get stoned from that?
Yes, yes, you do.
To a lesser amount or the same?
I don't know. I haven't done it, but our former treasurer has, and I know other people have, and you feel it. The reason why people use suppositories usually is because they have something that prevents them from eating stuff, or they have some kind of cancer that's in their rectum, or they have uterine cancer or something like that. Usually there's no reason. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you get high from that. It bypasses your liver and goes right into your blood,
Yeah.
or something like that, right?
Yep. That's fact.
So I mean, like,
more high.
I don't think that it's like doing CBD. I think that you get high.
You got to do a test, man.
I mean, I'll do it if you will.
I want to do that. I would like to do that test because I won't smoke
Well,
weed that day.
if you do it,
you
if he
definitely
will,
get high.
you don't help each other out with the insertion, right? Never mind.
No. We don't need to do. It's not a group thing.
Next podcast. Come on.
Thank you. Spin.
No. Come on. It'll be like communion together.
Yeah.
It's science.
You know, back in the day, I was talking with And
I guess I'll
DEA
just document everything.
Yeah, talking with the DEA about
You get
why
the
they
capsule lens out.
closed the program for federal patients, and they said in the discussion, I forget her name, she said that they were doing tests with suppositories in Europe and it showed better results because they were trying to, I think, to maybe to compare Marinol to it or something. And I was saying, and all I could think of to say is, listen, Cheryl takes a lot of medicine and all, and basically, if you'll show us how it's done, we'll go with the suppositories or something. And I became on her shit list right then. I had talks with it. The DEA and were real good talking to me back then because they thought they had good case and all. But suppositories are a very common way, and I would assume there's a benefit. I mean, for all sorts of other medicine, whether or not it's about getting high, I think it had something to do with the assimilation process was superior in some way.
Well, I mean, the belly button is another way to get it into your system, right? The belly button.
Did not know that.
I saw Jenny Storms do that with Jax. And then there's also the feet. I've seen kids with epilepsy have cannabis oil rubbed on their feet, which really blew my mind. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah.
I put my feet get cannabis oil on them at least twice a day, every day for a long time now. And I mean, it's really good, but I can vouch for that.
Yeah, try some Fico oil on your feet. You'll get surprised. Or Feco. I keep saying Fico.
Yeah.
Feco. Damn it. Scutari.
Carry.
That's Fico. Scutari, Fico, Scutari, Feco. That's how I remember it.
Oh my.
Some people make Feco from trim and small buds. From what I understand, you have to have sticky, big buds. That's just what I understand.
Not just more. I mean, in other words, like maybe you would need 3 times as much to get the desired effect, or would it never reach the desired effect? Because there's somewhere where there's a cost versus a benefit, where something intersects. That's your number. But
yeah.
When somebody tells me this one is a little more potent than that one, I'm like, so if I was going to take 6 tokes, I'm going to have to take a 7th. Oh, the horror! It's I like that part sometimes. I mean, so
we brought back some Woodstock weed for you. Remember those regs we used to smoke that we grew up on? Stems and seeds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And too.
We lived through that. That was, I can imagine what this stuff would go through with the testing of that stuff today, by today's testing standards. We're probably immune to so much crap that we put in our bodies over the years. And our endocannabinoid system fought all of it.
Well.
Yeah, I don't get colds, bro. I don't get sick. And anybody I talk to that smoked weed their entire life, they feel the same way. They don't get colds because their endocannabinoid system is running on all cylinders. I believe that. Very rarely do I get a cold. And if I do get it, it's not so bad. You get sick, Jim? You get colds?
No, not like anything that would ever sideline me unless it was somewhere where I didn't want, if I had to sneeze, it wouldn't be proper to sneeze over and over again, um, no, I've never, not to where I can't get out of bed or something like, I can't even get out of bed, and I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to feeling sick. So, I definitely, if and I mean, I get flu shots, but nonetheless, I haven't had the flu in 25 years,
Wow.
Or anything like it. So, maybe I'm, yeah.
So Thursday is the podcast at Trenton. We're going to be checking in with the people going to Washington. There's a huge event in Washington on the 18th, so we'll be checking in with those guys.
Okay. Yeah. EJ's son Justin asked me. I saw him a couple of days ago, and he said, "So, is there anything going on at the State House coming up?" I said, "Well, funny you should ask. Thursday."
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, we'll be there."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't know to what degree that is, but it's always interesting.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
So that's Thursday. That'll be a fun one. And then Monday is Earth Day, and that's going to be a seed swap at Hub 13.
A seed swap.
Seed swap.
Just walk me through it.
That's all I know.
Short walk.
That's all I know. There's going to be a lot of civil disobedience too. So
Yeah.
I just know what I know. I know where to go.
Yeah, civil disobedience. Yeah, it's a form, I suppose, of civil disobedience. I hope it's enough of a form to garner some media attention. I mean, it should. It's got what the media likes. You saw what happened when they put a plant or two into the flower bed a few months back. I guess that was on whenever that was, last year. Okay.
Last year.
Yeah.
Weed.
And but you saw right away. That's what media was there. Right away, boy, that's what they wanted the picture of. And so I know they're being apprised, and civil disobedience is good and all, but it's not really the planting part. It sounded a little up in the air or something, as we talked about it.
I don't know anything about that.
No, it was like, well, they're to show, what 100 clones looks like, and have I don't think it'd be like Peter's grow tent or something, but
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that.
it's
That'd be nice though.
I mean, I remember when Woody Harrelson planted 5 seeds somewhere, but that's because he got arrested, not because he planted 5 seeds. So, but
I got to clock out. I'll be back.
Okay.
If there was was an arrest of some sort, that would be the big news, which is generally why every civil disobedience I did was with the intent of being arrested, not just breaking the law, breaking it with the intent to force an arrest. So I like the idea of getting all the publicity without anybody getting arrested. But if somebody did, it would take off. I mean, that'd be it. That could be the best timed arrest ever. Except for the fact that it includes a very, very, very large number compared to 4. Or 4 mature and 4, I would consider 8. I mean, if it was going to be a statement, I would really love the idea of planting 8 immature, because if you're allowed to have 4 mature and 4 immature, you would surely be allowed to have 8 mature. You just have to kill some before they got mature, or stunt their growth, or something, ridiculous. But that would associate to what hasn't even been discussed yet. And yeah, we'll see. I still don't, I mean, if I hear between now and then for some reason, like, yeah, the bill's going to be getting a hearing May, then I wouldn't see the.
I don't think it changes anything, but
Uh,
we'll see. Let's put some pressure
really.
on it. Yeah. More pressure, the better. That's what I say. More pressure.
Yeah, but not aimless pressure. I mean, this is well thought out. I think I'm not calling this. I'm just saying that sometimes it's like, well, you have to do something. No, sometimes saying you have to do something and having
Yes.
nothing really good to choose from.
What I like
Yeah.
is I want to storm the state house and smoke weed. I love that. Let's storm the state house.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get a whole bunch of people together.
And what?
And,
And what?
and now what? Yeah, now we can't even.
You storm the state house.
They took that away from us, man. We made it legal. Now you can't storm the state house. We don't care. Oh shit!
That was always a funny one. But I feel the frustration. I feel it.
I do, but that's it's if you can't keep in mind on a risk benefit response and do a quick analysis, if it's just to do it, then there are things that could actually be better left undone. I mean that's the risk, and I like the idea of. It doesn't have to even be a proportionate response. I'm just saying a response that is in direct opposition of something, specific. And to me, the connection would be made through 4 and 4 for 8 plants, citing what it is that I would certainly like to have heard. Yeah, it's 2 things going. And something sandwiched right in between. What are you doing on 420? Where are you going to be?
I think me and Big Bear, if I go anywhere, me and Big Bear are going to roll up a couple of blunts and watch the fights and just chill and order some pizza.
Yeah.
But
No,
however, there's some good events going on. There's Dave has an event, I think, down there in South Jersey. There's a bunch of people having events.
Well, I'm probably going to go to. I might go to Jesse's Baked by the.
Yeah, Jesse has an event.
Well, CMMJ has a table there, and I don't help table. Jimmy don't table, except for Morristown because that's where Conway and Stapleton are. But it just I've never really been to that. I don't think I've ever been to Lambertville, and it sounds nice. It sounds easy. Park where she is, and then shuttle over to where the event is. Yeah.
So yeah, that's everything I have. This is a very busy week. Thursday is going to be a great day, and we'll catch up more Thursday.
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, we'll talk about Monday. But I'll be there early, setting up. I'm going to try to get some fruit this time. I didn't get fruit last time. I'm going to get that this time.
What time did you get set up? What time did you get there last time? I thought I got there in time to help you set up, and you were done.
I got there so early, probably like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
maybe earlier.
Yeah, I can be there earlier. And I thought I was.
No, you were actually good. I was super early, and I think it was about to rain. Wasn't it going to rain a little bit?
It was supposed to, and then it just waltzed around us like it always does.
Yeah, so I caught the lull. So I started with the lull. I'm like, okay, it's not raining. Let me put a tent up at least. And then from there it went, okay.
That was a surprise that morning to find out, weather report wise.
Yeah.
What's the weather for Thursday?
I'm just checking as you're speaking.
Wait a second. It's going to be raining Wednesday night. I think it might be stopping on. And then I just checked for something else. I can do that.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
No.
Chance of precipitation. 30% at 11 o'clock. All right, that's fine.
That's not bad.
We're set up by then.
I'm going to double check you. I have
Yes.
my preferred. You know, I'd say you got people or doctors are practicing medicine when I think it should be meteorologists practicing meteorology, because I know it's hard, but they're wrong a lot.
That's what they practice.
Oh, this looks even better. Yeah, my got cloudy. Yeah, this is looking good. Unless this is the one that changes the other way, because a couple of times it looked horrible and we got really lucky. This could be you get your guard down, so don't do that. This one says it by 11 o'clock, 17% chance, 9 mile an hour wind. Does pick up to 10, so bring a couple of jugs of water and some bungee cords to keep the tents from straying. Yeah, good. Okay.
All right then. That's all I got.
That's all. That's all he's got.
Yeah. Anybody have anything else?
So remember that. I'm sorry.
I got this song in my head when I'm doing my laps in the intersection. Here we go
What's that?
around in circles. And then I smoke a joint. Gonna fly high like a bird up in the sky high.
Billy Preston, man, I love him.
Billy Preston.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he's one of a kind. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that song's in my head when I'm doing my laps, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah, once it gets started, you can't get it out.
Yep. So now I have to listen to it when I get home, so I get it out of my head.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give a motion to dismiss unless anybody has something else.
I'll second.
All right. Oh, Chris, by the way, am I picking you up Thursday? Can you come?
Thursday.
Thursday
I would
morning?
have to let you know tomorrow.
All right. Let me know.
Yeah. All right.
All right. See you all Thursday.
All
All
right.
right.
Just
See you.
left to you.
Okay.